Hello, my beautiful wildflowers. How are you today? Alexis here with Modesty. Well, today I have something different. My most reached for product in the last couple of weeks, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do a bigger video on some of these different categories. As you know, you already saw what my top 5 foundations were, and now I'm working on actually getting through all of my concealers that I have and my blushes I have and bronzers I have. So you'll see which one ends up being on my top 5. But I want to go ahead and give you the products of what I've been reaching for a lot lately, okay? So if you're interested in those things, please do stay tuned. And so, but before I start going on with what I have been reaching for a lot in the last couple of weeks, I want to also share with you what I'm wearing today, because this is typically not what I wear, but it is one of my favorites, and I want to go ahead and show you my eye look. And the reason why I don't wear this is because it's a little too much for work. And so although I would probably be reaching for this palette a lot more often if I could wear work, looks like this to work, or if I felt comfortable enough to wear, looks like this to work, then I probably would be reaching for that. But I want to go ahead and give you that because it's none of the products that I reach for often. But it is my Pat McGrath Mother Shift palette, and I believe this is Midnight Sun. It is, and this is what I'm using. I really love, this is actually my favorite palette, aside from, I have one other one, which is the Divine Rose, of course, and everybody loves that one. But this one here, I really love because it's just so, user-friendly. Of course, it's the same with all of her palettes. I still have the protective coating on this one, but here it is. These are the shades that I use, and I do love it. And these are so neutral, and the colors you see that I used is this one here, also this here, this, and a topper, which is right there is the topper. So yeah, and that's what I actually have on my lids today to give me this look. But aside from that, I think everything else is pretty much what I chosen here that I reached for. Again, I reached for it. And the reason why I want to do a different eyeshadow is because this is what I want to use my makeup, and I really love her things, especially Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona. And so I do that on the weekend. So yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes I do wear Natasha Denona stuff up to work, but I have very limited time that I can get ready. And so yeah, I don't tend to do that. So anyway, so what have I been reaching for? Let's just go ahead and start from the, from the order that I would typically put on my makeup. And first, one of the things that I started reaching for, and I never used it, as you can see how much I've gone through of this. And this is the Laura Mercier Pure Canvas Primer, and I didn't typically use primer in the past because I used my sunscreen, and I felt like that was enough. And also, all of the primers I've ever used had silicone in it, which is dimethicone and all those things, and it would pill with my skincare. And also, it'll end up with a bunch of little beads of stuff, a mess on my face. And so I decided, I'm just gonna stick with my my sunscreen. But this one is water-based, and I totally love this. It actually does help my foundation go on smoother. And then I've been really, really loving cream products lately because, it's my skin's starting to feel dry now because of the, the winter coming, the environment shifting. So, in order for I think my cream products to look its optimal, I think I need a good primer, and I did go ahead and get this one to try and look at this. And I also bought a full-size one. This is travel size one actually, but I'm almost finished with this, and I've been loving this. And yeah, and this is very good, especially if you don't want something to pill, because it is water-based, okay? And then the next order, what I would usually do is I would put on my eyes, right? So, of course, same thing I have been, using forever, the brow gel by by Anastasia of Beverly Hills. And this is in the shade Taupe. It looks kind of gross because look at this. It's just dig in there. And I mean, I go through this, like crazy. And I only keep these for about 6 months. And then I chuck it, even though I never get to the bottom of it. And then I use another one because, it's an near the eye product. And I really, I get kind of weirded out about that. And like I said, this is in Taupe, and it is only good for 6 months according to the label as well. And this is called Dip Brow Pomade, actually, is the name of it, in case you're interested. Okay? And that's that. And then the next thing I would put on would be my eyes. And one of the things that, eyeshadow, I like eyeshadow, but I have to be really careful because I like to look a little more conservative at work because I do hold a leadership position. And I don't want to go out there looking like I just came out of a nightclub. And so nothing's wrong with that. If this is, what you want, this is your thing, but it's not my thing. So yeah, the eyeshadows that I usually put on is cream based, and here's one here by Chanel, and this is one that I go to a lot, and this is actually called the Ombre Premier Cream Shadow, made in Italy, and this is in the shade 804 Scintillance 804. Okay, and here it is, and you know what? You can use it like crazy, and it does not go away. Look at this. This practically looks new, and I use it practically every day. And what I do is it's probably because I just go like this. Gently put my finger in it like this, and you see? And then I'm going to go ahead and swatch this for you just so you can see what it looks like. And there it is right there. It's very, very right there. There's not a whole lot to it, but it gives it a nice sparkle. Did it ever get, yeah, okay, there it is right there. Gives it a nice shine, but very soft shine. And along with that, I usually like to use this Tom Ford, also a cream in eyeshadow, and this one is it platinum is what I reach for? Yes, it's in platinum, and I usually put this usually on the top area here, and then this is where I would put on the lid, and it's a little bit darker, and as you can see, I have been digging in there. And so let me go ahead and swatch this one. Let's see, how can I swatch this? I don't want to get my nails in there, but I did. Okay, and this one is a little bit darker, as you'll see. There it, okay, let me put it down. There it is right there. But it actually has a little bit of a shift to it, and it ends up being really, really nice, but really subtle. But it just looks really nice, and you can't, these are the ones that doesn't show my wrinkles, and it actually smooths out my eyelid. And so I really like that. And again, there it is, the one that I wear like more up top, and then, kind of like, I guess, what you would use for a transition shape, but not really. And this is what I use on the lid itself. And so I've been really, really loving that. If you just like a really professional look and you want to look really put together, these are really good. And also, as you know, this never changes, but I did pick up another mascara that I'm going to go ahead and open here soon. It's waterproof, and it's by Lancome, so I'm going to try that. But as usual, this is what I always pick up, right? This is my mascara by MAC. It's waterproof, and I totally love it. Yep. And then so now moving on to the next product, it would be, after my eyes, would be my foundation. So the foundation, you're not going to be surprised by this because it was one of my top 5, but I go back and forth between the two. And this is my Dior Forever Mat. Okay, this is the one that I reach for the most, but I also reach for the Dior Forever Glow and as well. But it depends on the day that feels. When I wake up, I kind of feel the moisture. When I feel the moisture, I go for the matte one. And then if it feels, my face feels a little bit drier than usual, I'll go for the glow one. So I go back and forth, but I typically reach for these. Today, I am not wearing that because I want to give my other ones a go. And that is my, let's see, I'm wearing my Chanel Ultra Tint because I do like it. But the thing that I love about this is that it's for sure transfer resistant. And I wear a mask at work. And so this I can count on. So that's what I reach for. I've been reaching for. And next, as you know, I am doing a trial of different concealers, right? And I have like 10 of them. But I've been doing them consistently. But there's this one that I want to reach for every time. And on a day that I know I have to look really sharp, on that day, I always reach for this one. It's because I trust it, and which surprises me because it's not a brand that I own a whole lot of. I mean, actually, I've only bought like a couple of things by this brand. And this one really, really surprised me. And this is what I'm wearing right now in my under eye. I mean, all concealers crease at my age, okay? I don't care what you're using. They crease. They just do. I mean, it's just the nature of the beast. But which one actually looks good even when it creases? Which one actually settles really nicely without settling deep into my lines? And it actually brings youth around my eyes, gives me a nice little highlighted look underneath my eyes. Well, it's this one. And it's by Lancome. And here it is. And this is one that really, really surprised me. Came out of nowhere because you know I've been using my MAC 24-hour concealer for a good 3-4 years. And this came out of left field. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is great. And this is Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. And then the thing is, you can use this all over your face. It actually is buildable to full coverage. But this on itself, here, I'm going to go ahead and swatch a little bit, is actually medium. I'll say medium. And here it is right there. And when you do this, it shears out very nicely. But I mean, look at that. I mean, it just perfect matched my skin. You can't even see it. It's there, guys. It's there. But I was just so surprised by this product. And I tend to reach for it. I mean, there's other good ones. I also am testing the Pat McGrath. I'm also testing the Toothpaste. I'm also testing the what is the other one? Armani. All of these things are in there, right? And even the e.l.f. camouflage. I'm extensively testing concealers, and I will tell you at the end which one actually comes up on top, because they're different. I use different ones for different reasons. I mean, when I need for sure, I need something that's not gonna settle, and I know it's gonna look good, but I know that it may not last 14 hours, then this is okay. But there's ones out there that last a long time if that's what I need. So I'm gonna go into that review with that spirit, right? Okay. So, all right, that's that. And then next, oh, yeah, I can't forget that. This is, okay, a bronzer is something that I didn't typically wear a lot of until I discovered this one. And also, I should say, not just this one, but the cream formulations. And I have about 4 different cream bronzers, and I love them all. But this is the one that I actually reach for because it is just so subtle. And it's so easy to blend. And it does it in no time. And I mean, it's just like, I love the way how natural it looks. I'm wearing that here. And as you notice, it's here and also across the bridge of my nose. There's a little bit of brown here. And then also down, I carved out a little bit of my face down here. But it's not orange, right? I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. And this is the problem with a lot of bronzers. This is why I never wore it, because everything made me look like an Oompa Loompa. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing it. So, but this one got me started. And then I started checking into the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Milk one. I'm testing out a whole bunch also. But this is the one I reach for when I need to look so sharp. And that I may be going into a meeting that's going to have some really important people in it. This is what I reach for. And it's by Chanel. Okay, and they used to only have 2 shades, but this is the newer shade, which I believe is called medium. And this is called Les Beiges Cream Belle Mine Soleil. And it's a healthy glow bronzing cream is what they call it. And it really is. It is a bronzing cream, again, made in France. And this has got, I mean, actually, when you compare the price, it's not bad. This has got 30 grams in it, which is 1 whole ounce, and it was $50. And when you compare it to Anastasia and everything else, I mean, they're cheaper, but they're much less product. this really surprised me about Chanel. And so let me show you what the shade looks like. And this is the newer one that's like in a medium. They had like a light in a dark, but dark isn't all that dark either though. I got it, you know, there's only 3. That's the only problem with this. But it comes with a nice plastic protector. I leave it. And look how much I used of it. The thing is, this little swirl thing goes all the way in. If you look at like the advertisement and look at it, I just been going to town with this. I mean, this thing is just so beautiful. Let's see if I could just go ahead and, it's like I said, it's very faint, as you can see right there. But it is just so classy and it's just so easy to blend this out. And I mean, and there's no like, people say, oh God, but Chanel has fragrance. That's true. A lot of things by them do. But this one, hardly anything. Yeah. And I mean, I love this. This is what I reach for every time. And I'm forcing myself to reach for other things because like I said, I'm trying them so I can give you a good review. And I know on some of these, you know, I just don't have the time to like messing with it in the morning because I have limited time to get ready because I'm already getting up at like 3:30. So yeah. Okay. And next, after I carve out my cheeks and, you know, put little sunshine on my face, because that's what it is. This is a little bit of sunshine on my face. Yep. And what I do is I use a blush. And what I've been really enjoying lately is the cream blush, cream or liquid blush. And I mean, I've gone to cream and liquid on everything because it's that time of year. It's winter. It's getting cold. But I mean, there's just so many good products out there now that are, you know, liquid or cream. I mean, some of this stuff is not brand new. I mean, it's not new. I mean, it's been around, but I just started really testing it out so I can give you some input. But anyway, my favorite one so far, the one I reached for, is by Glossier. It's this tube here. It's getting, I mean, look at this. I mean, it's squishy because this is what I reach for. And this is in the shade of Dusk. I do actually reach for other ones. But this one is in a shade of Dusk. Excuse the dirtiness of the tube. It's because I reach for it in my as I'm putting on makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and show you a little bit here. And let's see. Okay. Oh, that's a lot. That's too much. Anyway, that's okay. Here it is. It's a little dollop. And what I usually do is I put it on just like this. Right? I put it on my hand just like this. And then I actually get a brush. I dip the brush in here, dot it off, and then I start putting it on. And I mean, I just absolutely love this stuff. And it stays on. The thing about cream products, it stays on all day long. And it looks fresh all day long. It doesn't start becoming like, you know, cakey, or it doesn't like go away and wear off. But I mean, look at this. This is just so gorgeous. I really, really love this. And, you know, this is just awesome. Yeah. And I love this Glossier. It's been a pretty new discovery. You know that. It's going to be in one of my list of, you know, September discoveries because that's when I discovered it. I mean, love, love, love this stuff. Comes in like tons of shades for all kinds of, you know, skin color. So it's really good. And then highlighter. Okay, this is one of my oldies but goodies. I have so many highlighters, guys. It's not even funny. And this is the one I reach for more often. Doesn't mean it's the only one I use because I use a lot of the other ones. And I also keep another one by Estee Lauder actually in my bag, in my work bag, in case I need to kind of like get a little bit of shine. This is what I'm wearing today. As you notice, the highlight is just really nice. I mean, right now in camera, I look so shiny because I have lights everywhere. But when I'm in real, in light, I'm not this shiny. It just looks really fresh and dewy, and it makes my face look a little bit younger than it is. Okay, I just had a birthday, remember that. So anyway, so as you can see, here, and also right there. This is where I put them. And it is by Natasha Denona, I Need a Glow. And this is the shade. Okay, and I just really, really love this stuff. I mean, as you can see, I mean, the patterns even wearing off, and this is a baked product. It takes a lot for that to happen. But look at the patterns even wearing off, and the Natasha Denona symbol is also wearing off. So yeah, I do reach for this a lot. Okay, and then the last thing to top off my look would be my lipstick. And this is, okay, this is the lipstick I use every single day. This is what I reach for every day because I wear a mask. Okay, and I do own it in 10 different shades. Okay, but this is a shade that I seem to be reaching for more often than not, because in case I am on like Zoom and things like that, I can just take off my, my mask and I'm in my office, so I can talk. And it is by Christian Dior. It is the Forever, non-transferable one. And as you notice, this one here is well used because look, it's like way down in a tube. Okay. Yeah, this one I use a lot. Okay, hold on here. Let me get it down there. And here it is. And this is the shade right here. I will swatch that for you in a moment. And this is, I want to say Forever Nude look. No, this is a Forever Sensual. That's right, 505 Forever Sensual. And those are the two that I wear back and forth, is this one and also Forever Nude look. And so let me just go ahead and swatch it. There it is. Beautiful, beautiful, neutral, color with a little bit of a corally type of color. And this color is just, this shade is just so beautiful. I have gotten so many compliments with this one. And also the fact that, they see that I wear it and they're like, my God, your lipstick never comes off. I'm like, yeah. And I show them my mask. I said, see, nothing transfers. Not my foundation. A little bit of blush transfers, but not my foundation or my lipstick. So I just need to find a transfer-proof blush now. But not too much. It's not bad. It's just a little dot here and there. You can see the little pinkiness of it. So, but yeah, that's it, guys. I think that is it. And I do not set my face with the powder. I do use the All Nighter by Urban Decay every single day. And that's what I use. Or sometimes if, depending on if I don't need an all day thing, and like today in the afternoon, I use my Charlotte Tilbury, spray as well. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know what you think below. And and if I added any value, please hit like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Come on, let's subscribe, okay? I have fun here. Or we have fun here, right, my beautiful wildflowers? I hope so. Anyway, okay, guys, I have to go ahead and give you I forgot, I need to do more of the Gently Loved and Gently Swatched, maybe not used at all. Winner of my powder products, eyes, blush, or whatever it might be, bronzer. So I need to pick more winners. So, but I didn't give I did not give a secret word. So let's do this. How about, what was this about? Reach. Okay, this is about reach. And this is today's video. I got to write this down. What's today? 10-2, 10-2, 10-2. Okay. Reach is the word. If you're interested in getting Gently Loved or Gently Swatched items. And if you're not into that, that's okay too. But I just don't want to just plainly throw it away because, my stuff is almost all new. And if you guys enjoy it, I'd rather pass it on to you. And I have great palettes. And I have a whole stack of Urban Decay that I showed you guys one time doing a look, and that was it. And then I have a lot of Colourpop palettes I've never even touched at all. And I have a few of I have a lot of ones that I haven't even used and I didn't even swatch. And those were several different ones. I have tons of them, guys. I have a whole drawer full. And I just, I meant to do the videos with those, but it kind of now got old. It's old news. Not the product is old, but it's old news and it doesn't add any value. So I kind of let it sit, and it's not products that I had enough time to use either. So yeah, if you're interested, please use the word reach, R-E-A-C-H, okay? And so I hope people see this part. I'm sorry I didn't do it until now, but I totally blew my mind. So, alrighty, guys. I love you all. Thank you for being here, and I love you from the very bottom of my lip ventricles. Mwah!